Hey friends, it's Sarah, that wreath maker. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not already, please hit the subscribe and like button. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a boxing tutorial for any small business owners out there. It was super helpful for me to get some tips from someone who had been experienced in shipping items for many years. Shipping is very, very important as a small business owner. You definitely don't want your hard work to be all for nothing, essentially. So you want to make sure that what you're sending is going to arrive safely, secure, and exactly as pictured when your customer placed their order. I'm going to be shipping or showing you a tutorial how I ship my wreaths that I make. By the way, be sure and check out my Etsy shop. It's Vine and Flower Co. I've never had anyone complain. I've never had any issues of nothing. So my method works. You can, of course, if your business is not with wreaths, you can implement it, in what you're selling. The tips are still good, useful, and effective. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Okay, so the supplies I'm using today is going to be the handy dandy box cutter. You can also use scissors. Those would actually work if you don't have a box cutter. You're gonna need your tape. You're gonna need fuzzies, sticks for crafts. I get mine at Hobby Lobby. They have them at Walmart. They have a great deal on Amazon. They're pretty much everywhere. I get my shipping boxes from Amazon. I get a pack of 10. It's about $50 for the pack of 10. Today I'm working with a 22 by 22 by 4. Every time I purchase these boxes, I'm not complaining, but they do arrive as a 22 by 22 by 5, sometimes 6. So that's what your box cutter is going to be for. Because believe it or not, and if you are running a small business, you definitely believe it, shipping prices are crazy. I'm going to make a video talking about shipping prices and what I've learned and who I'm shipping with now and how much I am saving. It is insane. So keep your eyes out for that video. You're going to shape your box, get it folded. It's already pre-cut for you. So you're going to tape the bottom here. I am very particular about my shipping process. I want your wreath to come in perfect condition, how I would want to receive something. So I tape up every side. That way, no matter where the wreath is headed, because I have shipped to probably all 50 states by now at this point. And you never really know what the climate is going to be or what the wreath is going to go through in transit. So it is important to make sure everything is secured. So tape up each side along here. I fold down the sides, as you can see, on each corner. And then once the corners are folded down, it'll be easier for you to just wrap over that top piece. And there you have it. It is perfect and ready to go. All right, so now that your bottom and sides are all taped, you are ready to begin cutting down your box because, again, even that 1-inch difference, you may think, oh, well, 22 by 22 by 5, it's really not that big of a deal, but it is. It saves a lot of money. I've been doing this for many years, so whenever I first started, I did measure down because I wanted it to be even, but now I just do it naturally. I'm cutting it down 1 inch. This one in particular, these shipping boxes came as a 5-inch depth, not 4. So we're going to trim it down 1 inch. You're going to do all 4 sides, 1 line across, 1 inch down. You're going to cut down each inside corner the same length, so 1 inch. And then it makes it super easy for you to just fold over each side. And as you can see, that was super simple. But keep in mind, if you're using a box cutter like me, they are pretty sharp. So don't put too much pressure when you're cutting down this line across, because you definitely don't want to cut through the box. You just want to cut enough to where you can fold it over easily. So continue the process, fold over each side. This is going to make it easier for you once your wreath or whatever you're shipping is already in the box. So at this moment, I was realizing that I did not get scissors. So I'm going to have to grab my scissors because you are going to need those. But right now I'm going to put what I'm packaging in the box and I'm going to mark it, and that's what I need the scissors for. I'm going to be marking it where I'm going to be putting holes for my fuzzy sticks. So I got my scissors. I'm going to go ahead and mark in 2 separate areas because I like to have it tied down to the box, twisted down in 2 opposite sides. That way that baby's not moving at all. So poke your holes in. I do about 1 inch, and you've got your 2 holes. So now you're going to take your fuzzy sticks. You're going to need 4 because you need it to be longer than what they are. So I'm going to twist 2 together to create 1 longer stick. Once those are twisted, you're going to put 1 end on each of the poked holes and then do the same for the other 2. Now don't pull through your fuzzy sticks just yet. This is a very helpful tip because I had to learn the hard way many times shipping mini wreaths, how to save a lot of time and not ruin a lot of tissue paper in the process. So if you only pull it through about 1 inch, it will be so much easier for you to lay down your tissue paper and poke the holes through if you decide to do this. I like to put the tissue paper in the back. It just looks nicer. You know, my customers are paying a good price for their high-end wreaths, and I want it to look beautiful, and I choose the black because I really want the colors to pop the minute that they open their brand new wreath that they're so excited to receive. So I'm just going to cover the entire bottom of the box. My fan was driving me crazy because it kept moving my paper. So make sure you don't have a fan on if you are working with tissue paper. It can be a little annoying. But yeah, so I'm going to cover the entire bottom side of the box. And then as you can see, by me only having the craft sticks pulled through about 1 inch, I'm not ripping my tissue paper because when I first started doing this, I would pull them all the way through, which meant that I had to get those through the tissue paper instead of having it all flat with the box where I can put my hand there for a little bit of weight and just simply pull through the fuzzy sticks. I cannot tell you how many times I restarted this process because it would tear my tissue paper and I just did not like the way that it looked. I didn't want my customer to open their box and see ripped paper. I wanted it to be flawless. So that one little tip saved me a ton of time. It's the small things that make a big difference. And now my wreath is ready to go in the box. I already have my fuzzy sticks pulled through, so now all I have to do is twist them. You don't want to damage anything, so don't do it super tight, but twist them to where you feel it is secured, and even if that box fell down a 50-foot hill, it would be perfectly fine when they opened it. I think it's also important to let your customer know. I always send a little message just letting them know the wreath is on its way. I also let them know in the message how I've packaged this wreath. That way when they get it, they aren't just pulling at it or trying to get it out. You can't see from the bottom that I have these tied down, so I think it's important to let them know that they would either need to untwist it or cut the twisties as soon as they get the wreath before attempting to remove it from the box. And here is where I would add in all my finishing touches. I add tissue paper on the top. I just tuck it around. Any pieces that are sticking out, I tuck those in with the paper. And then add in your personal touches. For instance, I like to add in a handwritten note, a thank you note to each of my customers because your business is so important to me. And I want you to be super happy when you receive your wreath from me. So now your sides will just fold easily over. It's ready to be taped across all edges, of course, and you're ready to go. Alrighty, so there you have it. That is how I ship my wreaths. Again, I've never had any complaints, issues. In fact, I have people who reach out to me and thank me for the time that I take and care and effort in each package that I ship. If you love this wreath, I actually have a video on my channel of the how-to, me actually making the wreath. And I also have this listed right now in my Etsy shop. Again, that is Vine and Flower Co. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will subscribe, like, and comment. Stick around because I have a lot more videos headed your way.